What's up, everyone? It is your girl, J Beauty 87 here, aka Grape's birthday hair. Who this? Birthday hair. Who this? No. So today we're going to do the battle of the I promised y'all a little while ago about, but I'm behind on stuff because y'all know I only have 2 days a week to do stuff, and lately I've been tired because I get less and less sleep. It seems like more often. So I took the whole week of my birthday off, so I should be able to film a whole bunch of stuff. This is the first day I'm filming. It is Saturday, I want to say the 5th of November, because my birthday's on a Tuesday, so I think it's the 5th. Yeah, it's the 5th. Anyway, so the battle consists of these two palettes going up against the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. Of course, I have the one in medium deep. I'm just glad she came out with one in medium deep this time, because remember when she came out with that contour one last time, after the first one she came out with the formula wasn't that good, she didn't even think about the people who look like me the second time. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It's okay. It's a standard, you know, colorful palette. She got her 2 highlighters. She got her 2 blushes. I'm assuming this one's supposed to be more for tan. I'm sorry, medium, because obviously this is too light for me. I'd have to mix it with this to be able to do anything with it, and this is the one we're going to use. But this retails for $75. You can get it on sale right now. This Sephora sale if you have rouge for $60, because it'll be your 20% off. Next I have the Makeup by Tammi So Cheeky palette. I believe this is the one that's supposed to be for deeper skin tones. I think this is her medium deep palette, and if you can't tell, like, it has a lot of similar colors in it. You got the 2 blushes, except both her blushes are made for deep skin, because you know that's what it's for. But this one is the one we're going to use because I feel like it looks really similar to the one in the Charlotte Tilbury palette. So we're using the blush out of here, and we're using the highlighters out of Natasha's palette to let you know if you have either one of these palettes, you might be able to just keep these palettes and not buy that palette during the sale. I was trying to get this up before the sale, but girl, it's a lot. So I might actually have this go up on the 6th, so then that way you can see that you don't need to buy the Charlotte Tilbury palette if you have this palette, or if you just want to support a small business owner and YouTuber. Tammi is a mother of twins, so I had no problem supporting her brand. Plus, I've been watching her for a while and was happy that she finally came out with a brand. So we're going to use, let me see, I believe we're using this highlighter. We'll use one of these 2 highlighters, but I'm pretty sure I used this one right here. So let's get started, girl. And zoom y'all in quick like. So my under eyes tried to play me this morning when I was putting on my powder. I usually use the the Juvia's Place, you know, like setting powder. And I went to put it underneath my eyes, and the sponge, I guess, was too wet, and it was like, oh no, because it literally took up all the coverage of this eye. So I had to work on this eye for a good minute, which is probably why you see like there's a lot of coverage still missing, because I had to try to adjust it, but I didn't want to make it look too cakey. So girl, it's a whole mess. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put, I think last time I put Charlotte Tilbury on this side, and I ended up putting them on the opposite side when I did the wear test. So we're gonna have to put it on the opposite side now, girl. So let's start off with Miss Charlotte Tilbury, and we're gonna take that shade right there, like I told y'all, and put it on the cheek. So I'm thinking about doing a live for my birthday, as far as like how we're gonna do the giveaway. You can comment down below and tell me if you want a live or not, because I was going to do a live with my son on my, putting my makeup on, because he likes to, try to do my makeup every year for my birthday. One year I let him do it, and like ever since then he's like, yeah, it's going to be a yearly tradition, Mom. I'm going to put on your makeup and all that. So I'm like, oh God, I got to put out all the drugstore stuff for him to use, because I'm like, we will not mess up on these high-end things with this video concept. So I'm thinking about doing a live with him on that, and then, just doing the stuff for the giveaway first, and I'll cut off that live just because you don't want to see him, like, you know, put my makeup on, and then I'll do a separate live of that and later on in the night, and then if you want to see it, fine, and if you don't have to. Okay, so we have the blush on. As you can see, it's pretty pigmented. It's not like her last one, the original palette I got that I was talking about she made for both skin tones before she came out with the second one and only made one. It didn't pick up that easily. It was awfully difficult to use. I feel like it's pressed too hard in the pan. We're going to take Tammi's palette now and use this. I got some exciting news. We got a new series coming to my channel. Y'all know I love to find me a good dupe. So I found a different way to do my side chick makeup videos. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to film one today when I get back. I have to go to Sephora and pick up my my second set of stuff from the store. I'm only doing one more Sephora haul, but I'll probably just show y'all that stuff on TikTok or shorts of the last things I haul, because I don't feel like making a third video just because I'm lazy, girl. I can't vlog. So I'm ordering all the new, not the new liquid lipsticks from what's her face, what's the girl's name, Gwen Stefani. I saw Babs Beauty got some last night. Yes, Stephanie be, you know, forcing me to buy this thing. She forces my hand. I can't. Okay, I'm not taking personal responsibility for this. It's Stephanie's fault. Okay. Thank you so much. This is Stephanie's fault. It's not mine, and I'm not. I have nothing to do with it. It's like, it's just a blur. It's like she said the liquid lipsticks looked nice, and it was just a blur. And then 4 of them went in my cart. It's not my fault, because I got 2 that I feel like look better for people with my skin tone, and then I got the 2 that she got just to like do a comparison type thing to see if they'll look good on all skin tones, or versus just more fair to like medium skin tones. If you don't know, Bath Beauty or Stephanie, she is a medium skin tone. So there's that. Okay, let's get into these highlighters now, girl. So I'm going to again start off with Miss Charlotte Tilbury, and we're gonna take this shade right here and use that. But yeah, so I got like 4 liquid lipsticks. I was talking to her about the Gucci primer on her TikTok, because she had put up a disappointing products video, and she was talking about she was disappointed. I was like, well, did you get the mattifying one? Because I know she has oily skin like myself. And she was like, that's the one I thought I had grabbed, but I grabbed the wrong one. So I'm wondering if she's gonna grab that one or not. I meant to ask her when I watched her haul video that she posted a couple days ago last night. So I need to go back in her comment section and ask her, like, did you grab it, or did you forget about it after we talked about it? Because, you know, I'm just curious to see what she thinks about it. I mean, I'm grabbing it for myself just to know, because I don't have any Gucci primers, but the foundation is more of like that your skin but better type vibe. So I feel like if I add their mattifying primer, it might work a little better for me. Not that it doesn't work with the Polar Eclipse one. I'm just putting Charlotte all down the middle of the face because I can't be bothered with, you know, trying to separate. So I'm going to just put her all down the middle of the face, and then we'll put Natasha on that side. But yeah, so I need to ask and see, but I'm definitely getting it on my end because it's a $60 primer, and you get it while it's on sale. Okay? That's what you do. You get it while it's on sale. So let's get into now Miss Natasha de No, as people like to say sometimes. And we're going to use the highlighter from the Bloom palette. Like I said, we're going to use this one right here because I feel like this color is really similar. Matter of fact, let me swatch them side by side, and then we can, you know, determine if they're similar or not. Because I really want to see if the ones by Tammi are similar to the ones in Charlotte Tilbury's ones. Because I honestly would just prefer you to get Tammy's palette. But at the same time, it's like I know a lot of people have the Bloom palette. So that's why I was like, I'd rather use the highlighter in here. Because it's like you might just be obsessed with the highlighter. And then she has bronzers that are, you know, similar. Now, the colors are the same, and I feel like Natasha's is actually more pigmented. See, Natasha's is more pigmented, but I feel like they have the same type of shift to them. It's just Charlotte's all about the subtlety, so hers is more subtle. Natasha's like, no, you're going to beam from within. I'm like, yes, Natasha. I'm trying to beam from within. Yes, Natasha. So we're going to take that shade now. I really like my Bloom palette. I actually like the creams in here too. So, see what I'm saying? Like, it's just giving so much more. I didn't pick up that much. So I'm here for it. It's a vibe. Yes, Natasha, give it all to me. So I like the way both sides look. It's like if I was into more subtle eye look, like when I used the Walk of No Shame palette alongside like the Dior palette I had did one day. I think I took pictures. I don't remember if I posted on Instagram or not, but this would be a nice little subtle situation. And then I got my like Bam Pal side over here with the nice bright rouge that I feel like works better for my skin tone. Not that this one's bad. It's just like all the stuff that Charlotte comes out with, I feel like a lot of times is subtle. I feel like you have to build it up a lot, whereas with Natasha, it was just like bam, right there. And then if you want to build it up some more, so be it. But, you know, it's just about a preference thing. So, this is what our face is looking like. I'm going to have to go off camera, spray, press all this stuff in and get it done. Because I'm going to do a video on why you don't need to buy the Kylie Cosmetics and, what is it, the Wizard of Oz palette or collection or whatever. Because it's like, you don't, girl. You don't. So, I'm about to go off camera and do that real quick, and then I will check in with y'all later on tonight, and we'll talk about how all of this worked out. Okay, girl? Okay. What's up, everyone? It is your girl, GL Beauty 87 here, aka Grace. I have returned after many hours of wear in my social like Sandy voice. So, y'all remember I said I was going to test both the palettes, so I did end up testing both the palettes. I did it the way I told you I was. We used this highlighter right here because it matches the ones in the Charlotte Tilbury palette, and I used the blushes in the Tammi palette. This one right here, because it matched one of the blushes in here. So I'm gonna give you a cute little close-up to talk about what worked best with what So this is the Charlotte Tilbury side, believe it or not. It's this side right here. And this side is the Natasha Denona and Makeup by Tammi Cosmetics side. So what ended up happening was I was in a rush getting ready because I had to take my son and his friend to the color factory or whatever, so I didn't do it the way I normally do it, because y'all know normally Tammi and Natasha would have been on this side and Charlotte would have been on this side, but I was in a rush, so I just threw the stuff on top to go. That's why my eyes don't look that great either, random side note. But I feel like both of them actually held up pretty well. I feel like this side is oilier than this side, though I don't know what's going on with that, but I didn't expect the blush to hold up as well as it did, so I'm shocked and happy by that. And the highlights held up well too, so I guess it just depends on what your preference is and what price point you're willing to spend, because I feel like they both look actually really good and lasted really well. And I used the mattifying primer and 2 setting sprays, so we're off not playing with the wear. But it was like 77 degrees outside today, even though it's October in Chicago. Don't know what's going on with that and why, but that's what was happening. So that's why the face looks as greasy as it does. But I think it looks quite well. Let's look in the mirror. As usual, I didn't look. I just sat down and was like, let's go. But yeah, so this side is definitely more oily than this side, but I think both sides overall look really nice. Sorry, I had to run a piece of lint from my hoodie on my face. Yeah, but if you're curious what's on my eyes, I just threw on the Truffle palette from Dose of Colors. But yeah, I think both of them wear well. I think both of them wear nice. So if you already have the Natasha one, you can just use that. If you already have the Makeup by Tammi one, you can use that. Matter of fact, let me see. Should I swatch some of the highlights from Makeup by Tammi? I probably did it ahead of time, so I don't remember, honey. It's all going so fast. But those are my thoughts. It depends on which palette you want to buy, which one will work best. Charlotte held up pretty well. Tammi held up pretty well. I would actually say go ahead and get the Tammi one because it's quite pigmented, so you don't have to use as much. I feel like I had to dig in this one way more, the Charlotte side, than I had to do in the Tammi side. And I feel like her highlighters are somewhat similar to the ones in the Charlotte palette, and you know, you don't have to pay nearly as much. Just keep in mind hers are going to be a little more glittery and a little more impactful when it comes to the highlight, whereas I feel like the Charlotte ones are somewhat subtle or subdued, if you will. And when it comes to Natasha's palette, like if you prefer a clean blush over a powder blush, then I feel like hers would be better. Because it's not like it's a sticky cream blush. I feel like it dries down pretty nicely. So I would say get whichever one you prefer. It's just I don't like the fact I have to build up the Charlotte one a lot. The other two blushes just seem a little bit more pigmented for me, which means I don't have to use as much product and it should last longer. But it's probably because of the gelée baked formula. But like I said, those are my thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys